Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about a skill you use all the time, probably without even thinking about it. We're talking about negotiation. But, forget the big fancy business deals. This is about your actual everyday life. Let's jump in.
Just think about it. Last night, maybe you wanted pizza, but your friend really wanted tacos. That whole conversation about where to eat, yep, that was a negotiation. Or how about this one? You've got a huge project to do, but you're running out of time. That moment you ask your teacher or your boss for an extension, that's a negotiation too. So if you've done anything like that, well, congratulations. You are already a negotiator. Kind of surprising, right? All these little moments are negotiations in disguise.
And that really is the first big idea we need to get our heads around. We are negotiating the time. It's just a totally normal part of how we connect with people and figure things out together.
I mean, just look at this list. Figuring out who does the dishes, what to binge watch next, or even trying to get a better price at a flea market. It happens everywhere. At home, at school, with your friends, everywhere.
Okay, so if we're all doing this constantly, how do we get, better at it? Well, a huge part of it starts with your words. It's about having the right language to say what you want in a clear and friendly way.
And check out how simple these are. Things like I prefer or I would rather are actually really powerful. They don't sound aggressive, they just state your opinion. And offering a choice with either or, that's the secret sauce to a good, friendly negotiation. Here's a fantastic example. This person uses I prefer to talk about their dream job. But notice, they're not just saying what they want. They're explaining why it's so great, really painting a picture of it. It's so much more persuasive that way.
All right, so you've got the right words. Now it's time to reveal your secret weapon. Seriously, this one idea will totally change how you think about all these little conversations.
So, what is the big secret? Well, it's not about being the loudest or the toughest person in the conversation. Not at all. It's about being the most prepared. And how do you do that?
You do it by knowing your BATNA. Now, I know that acronym sounds a little complicated, but it's actually super simple. It just stands for your best alternative to a negotiated agreement. In other words, what's your best option if you two can't agree?
The easiest way to think about it is this. Your BATNA is your plan B. It's your best backup plan, plain and simple. If you can't agree on pizza, is your plan B making a sandwich at home? Knowing what that plan B is gives you a ton of confidence.
And just to be super clear, your BATNA isn't some kind of threat or a plan to fail. It's all about smart preparation. It forces you to get creative and think through all your options before you even start talking. Okay, theory is great and all, but how does this actually work in the real world? Let's look at a few situations you might recognize to see how it plays out. This table lays it out so well. Buying a used car? Your BATNA is knowing there's another great car for sale down the street. Asking for a more flexible work schedule? Your BATNA might just be keeping the schedule you have now, or maybe it's even finding a new job. Knowing these alternatives gives you so much power.
Okay, let's listen in on a quick conversation. So this person is clearly feeling the pressure. They're saying the project is urgent, and they're worried about what might happen if they don't act fast.
And now listen to this response. Instead of just saying no, the other person starts with, I understand your worry, which is great. Then they propose an alternative, meeting on Friday. See? That's a little negotiation right there, finding a creative solution that works for everyone.
So, as we wrap up, if there is one thing, one major takeaway from all of this, it's this. Always know your alternatives.
Because when you know your options, a no doesn't feel like a dead end. It just feels like a closed door, right next to another door that you can open. It gives you the freedom to find the best outcome, not just the first one you're offered. And I really want to be clear about this. Having a strong BATNA isn't an excuse to be difficult or to just walk away angry. It's a source of quiet confidence. It helps you stay calm and creative because you know that no matter what happens, you've got a great option waiting.
So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you're deciding on dinner plans or asking for an extension or talking about something important, just take a second. Ask yourself, what's my BATNA? What's my best alternative? Because knowing that answer might just be your new favorite secret weapon.